So can Team EnVy do everybody else in this entire group rankings a favor and take down Ghost? Looks like the entire desk thinks so, Johnny. Looks like everyone at home thinks so. For Ghost, this has not been their season that they've really got to show off what they think they're capable of. But an upset here certainly go a long way on trying to shush a few people.
Yeah, they at least have got their own destiny in their hands here. That's a nice thing to go in with today with. Obviously, the massive cloud to that silver lining is that they have to play EnVy in the first round here in the quarterfinals. So without a win, Ghost will not be making the major. That'll be the end of their season. But they do still have the control of their destiny, and that has to count for something.
Oh, missed not the best first touch. Mectos came flying in. I already know about all of the weapons that they've got over on Team EnVy. Atomic, definitely one of them. Turbo back over to Atomic, a little bit too far away from him. As Turbo also wants to get a little bit of Mectos' current. Ruined his positioning in the long run. Team EnVy showing what they're capable of.
Just absolutely love that positioning from Mist. I don't think the defense even realized he was there until he's taken the shot on net. And it's incredibly difficult to save a shot that is as well placed as that one. Fantastic stuff. But yeah, there is actually still a world. We've got to thank Gibbs for constantly figuring all this out for us. So, you know, there is a world where they could tie-break D1.
Perks up.
I'm pretty sure that, you know, we talk about left brain, right brain. I think Gibbs has got a left brain and a points brain. He doesn't have a right brain. He's got one that figures out scenarios. It's a great thing to have as part of the talent squad for RLCS. Oh wow!
No
speak of talent, surely
freshness. Surely it finally does. Oh, that would have been one of the most harsh Rocket League moments for freshness if this somehow bounced its way out.
I'm pretty sure it's fine. I mean, even if freshness didn't recover for that, Turbo was the next person to the scene, so it probably would have been an own goal anyway. But it's nice that freshness is there to get the last touch, so he doesn't have to, give the credit away to Turbo.
Atomic wanted to bounce that one back down to Mist. Couldn't quite find him. Lion Blaze takes his time. That's the player that I think a lot of people are going to be looking towards. There's Turbo.
Oh, wow.
Top corner. Not a chance.
The classic celebration as well. Just a little wiggle back and forward. Just a perfect grind shot from Turbo. Straight in the top net. And yeah, you'll love to see that. It's so nostalgic seeing Turbos as, score a top corner shot and then celebrate exactly as he always has for years now at the highest level in RL.
He's going to miss that hit. 3 goals already. We're not even a minute and a half in. So it's the goalkeeper has to avoid being hit. And, well, anything you guys can do, we'll do right back to you. You want to attack our goalkeeper, we'll wipe out your third man.
And what was that stat? 1.2 goals a game? That's going to be slightly higher after this one. Turbo already getting 2. EnVy, just no respect for Ghost Gaming at the moment. They are committing so much to the attack. It's something we didn't really see from Space Station against Alpine, actually. Space Station were a lot more reserved with their positioning and the challenges. EnVy are just throwing themselves in here. And they're up on the back wall. I mean,
he wants that goal. He's done that 3 times now.
I mean, he's the guy that you're more likely to find in the air compared to anyone else in North America, but this is just extreme. He's just taking it to another level at the moment.
Oh, freshness by freshness. All right, well, at least he's in position now to try and continue the play. Mectos off the wall, but missed immediately. Swipes the ball away from him. Lion Blaze avoids being hit. You see freshness yet again, no boost to him. So that means that track back is going to take long and arduous. As it is back over to Turbo, and that's the shot taken away by Mist, who's going to try and take it all by himself. And Mist beats 3 players, one of them his own teammate.
Yeah, I was hoping that you would say that, because yeah, he did in fact dribble an entire team there. Turbo wanted his hat trick, but Mist wanted his second. I mean, EnVy, they were the heaviest favorites in any of the quarterfinal matchups, I think, because they are just so unbelievably consistent against teams outside of the top 4. And they're showing us once again just why that is. They're able to play with such aggression, but seemingly leave no weaknesses at the same time.
Atomic takes the ball down. He holds the bragging rights in his hands at this point. Well, who will he set up? There's Turbo. Oh, that hit on the goal line. Should at least put it straight up to Mektos, but it will be Atomic with both of his teammates in his ears, trying to persuade him to pass it all to them rather than the other. Atomic, not quite able to put enough power on the shots. Oh, what a hit from Mektos.
Oh, wow.
And Turbo put that car in the right place at the right time. Finally a bit of offense from Ghost Gaming. They have not seen this in some time. If they get their own way, that might be all they get to see for the rest of this game.
Yes, this is, you know, such a long road back. Surely it's just, you know, a solidify kind of process from here on for Ghost Gaming. Just trying not to concede again. Try and prevent Turbo and Mist from getting their hat tricks. And then you can maybe think about scoring once the next game gets started. It's been a while, though, since EnVy have scored. So that's a good start. You know, that's the first step towards equalizing a mismatch like this. You might think it's to just, you know, fight fire with fire, but when you are mechanically outclassed and when you're out-finessed as well, I think it really is just about accepting that and trying to defend and just hold on for dear life.
Turbo still downfield, does get it back over to Mist. You see EnVy trying to get those goals back up and running as we come towards the end of this game. 3 goals should be far too much for Ghost. And it would be quite the throw if EnVy were to lose this. He's going to drop down. There goes Atomic. He's not on the goal sheet yet. Oh my goodness!
Oh, come on!
Freshness, no!
Come on!
Where's the admin? Where's the admin? We need to have words.
Oh, that's
You're not even in this one.
Rules.
You've lost it, all right? Let him have the goal. I'm fuming. I'm absolutely fuming.
I don't believe that. That was going to be the best goal of the season. Mist was up, and he was up for the previous touch, and he stayed airborne with a dodge, and that was absolutely going in. There's no questions. I can't believe you would save that. I mean, yeah, I did just explain that what they need to do is defend and try and not concede any more goals. I've changed my mind. You know, when you see a goal of that quality coming towards you, you just take the freestyler route. You get out the way. You let the clip happen.
Flipped.
Yeah, you just let it happen. Just be there in the net to make the goal look better. Don't save it. That's just unbelievable for freshness. I don't think it's gonna take a while before I'm untilted from that.
We were so happy for you, Freshness. We were so happy you got your goal on that goal line when you played so well in the corner, and you go ahead and do this. Irredeemable, I've got to say. All right, let's take a look at it.
Such a great set goal.
No, boo this goal. Not happy. All right, I'm going to put it behind me, I swear, as the same way Freshness should have let that goal go behind him. But, you know, I'm still not holding a grudge, really. And Team EnVy holding them just to one singular goal. Oh, my Lord. You have to show it to us again? Really? Really? Like it was such enough?
A great game for goals as well. We already had so many quality hits, and then to see that is on top of it all would have just been brilliant. But, you know, to Ghost Gaming's credit, they did, you know, kind of slow down the EnVy train that was absolutely rolling with some momentum in that game.
You know what? If I was EnVy, you know, this might have been the smartest thing ever for Ghost. They might have just tilted them. I'd be tilted.
Save their clip.
Absolutely. I don't like to tend to call for the team being tilted, but I'd absolutely be furious. We get ourselves into this. There goes Mektos after Mist. We'll avoid it and swoop on in, but Atomic had a little bit of help available, and look how clean that is from Mist. He keeps himself going, no boost, no problem. And Mist will be called into action. Has he managed to pick up any boost yet? Nope, not yet, and he's still doing just fine. He's not had any boosts for a good 30 seconds. He's got some now. As it is going to be right back over to him. Pass to Turbo. Difficult to really create from that angle. Missed once again the first man back. Seems to constantly be getting caught in weirder positions for his team. There's the pass. Atomic to Atomic off the crossbar. And suddenly everything's trying to go out of its way to prevent EnVy from scoring.
These recoveries from Atomic, these you know, mind games on the dribbles where he's shaping up the ball, flipping his car upside down and using his jump to go back down to the ground even faster. It's just, he's really got that so accurately every time. But oh, he's not hit that one as accurately as he could have.
All right, I think there's something to this. This isn't tilt, this is a curse. Freshness got the voodoo doll out.
EnVy still look really good though today. They've been extremely fast. I mean, even though I don't think they need to play their fastest game. Oh, that being said, Mektos, through the smoke screen, has just put Ghost Gaming in front. Atomic wanted to control this. Freshness says no, you're not controlling that. In fact, you're going to have to respawn because I'm demoing you 3 times now. Freshness has been there to tilt EnVy. It's accumulating. It's accumulating. You might be onto something here.
We've officially called the tilt. Yep, absolutely. I mean, Ghost Gaming are looking decent on the offensive opportunities that they're getting. They are taking the shots. There just hasn't been enough of them. Here comes Atomic. He's hit the crossbar twice. Instead, this time he tries to set up his teammate. Might honestly be for the best, seeing how this has gone so far. And, well, Mektos used as a ragdoll to put that one right back into the corner. Back down. Here comes Atomic. This time, there will be no crossbar. There will be no post.
Just relentless. EnVy are attacking every ball as quickly as possible. That is a beautiful setup from Atomic on that one. With the air roll to give a little bit of trickery to his shot placement. It makes it so much harder for the goalkeeper to know where that shot is going if Atomic is spinning on the approach and disguising his outcome. And gives that power as well. And here comes Freshness. It's EnVy's worst nightmare this time. They have got him under control.
Turbo has missed it. And that also means Lionblaze had a chance to just try and offset that boost grab. With Atomic again. He got caught from this position earlier on. Not quite this time. But it is a very difficult time at the moment for EnVy to get out of their own final third. Pass on from Atomic to Mist. Cuts across the rotation so well. And he's still with it. 4 boost. What can he do with that? Well, he can be as annoying as he possibly can be. He still goes looking for the goalkeeper. Won't quite be available. Freshness has got any passing options? Not quite. Wanted to make life awkward. I think there's many positions you can put Mist in where you'd feel too awkward on the field. Freshness back into the middle, off the backboard. Mist has actually left it, and that means the shot could come in, and it was right at him.
Yeah, at least they had a bit of time to work with there, so shots or no shot, they've got reaction time. They don't need to pre-jump. It's a bit closer, though, and that would have been terrifying to go up against. Turbo into the ceiling. Mist first to follow up on it. He's run out of boost, but, that was just even more tricky to defend against. Very nice touch there from Mektos as he retreats. You can't leave anything for EnVy at that range. Someone will attack it with Venom if you do. But, we're getting a bit more of an end-to-end game here. It's not completely EnVy shutting Ghost down like game 1.
Turbo taking it under his own control. The first touch far too far away from him, though. Mist is slightly dumped. Atomic needs to get to this before he's hit, and he does just about do so. Freshness only a couple of millimeters away from getting that car out of here. Turbo in an awkward spot. This has been much better from Ghost Gaming. Now they've got the chance, and they just swiped across the ball. That was it.
Yeah, tough read. Looks like the defender completely missed it, and the attackers hit the shot way wide, so definitely a difficult one to predict. And Mektos is going to try and keep the ball in the corner. It has gone loose to Turbo, who sends it wide. One last chance of the game in regulation for EnVy. It's missed to Atomic, and it's bounced just before arriving at that near post area.
So a big overtime. It's a late kickoff as well. Atomic arriving incredibly late. Ceiling. Up goes Turbo. He's still going to be around. Only 10 boost, and even less than that currently on Atomic. Mist once again winning that midfield challenge. And this has been a lesser stated part of Mist's gameplay. It's something that he tried, he came to his team just to avoid that as Atomic. Oh! I don't think he was even expecting to really get the chance. It was a half-hearted go forward. Mist came to his team to stop playing third man. Doesn't mean he's not still incredibly capable of it.
Yeah, these reads in the midfield, being able to just predict the flow of the game is one of EnVy's strengths. It's really a strength of all the top teams. They are just able to see things happening before they happen. And Turbo, you know, really the guy known for that, just being in the right place at the right time, always at the center of attention on the field. And now he's, you know, paired up with two of the most mechanical, two of the fastest players in North America. It's scary to go up against it. That was almost on target from Atomic. It's a very gracious pinch off the ceiling there.
Yeah, it's usually a lot more sudden than that. We don't tend to see those ones being fully planned out. Get off the backboard, Lion Blades will leave it, and that means Atomic can look to break away. He's got support in the form of Mist. Very difficult to create from that corner, especially when you're passing into it. Now Atomic to Turbo midair.
What?
Oh, they're going to score something else that's highlight reel at some point this series. But for now, they'll take any goal that they can possibly get. Mist wins the race. It's very difficult to work with. Freshness ends up missing the ball entirely. And no one around to immediately follow up for Team EnVy. This game's still up for grabs.
You know, EnVy are just running rings around Ghost at the moment, but unfortunately they're outplaying each other. Atomic, I think, took a shot away from Turbo just a couple of plays ago, and it looked like Turbo was uncontested as well, so that could have just easily been the game right there. EnVy doing a bit too much at times, and they've got to pick their spots a bit more effectively than that. That is a good challenge though on Lion Blade's shot. Now Atomic's got some space for himself, sends it high into the bar, it's gone high into the ceiling, and back down. First on the scene is Vectos.
Can we have a word with Atomic and ask what the crossbar did to him? It's just, that's 3 times now, and they've not been soft hits into the crossbar, they've been vicious. He's just trying to increase the height of that goal. And it's still 1 each. Definitely the better chances so far going over to Team EnVy, but none of them in just yet. There is Mist for Atomic. Mektos wins that one. It's absolutely crucial that he did so. Mist now at a boost. We've said that a few times this game. Usually able to do a little bit more than what he was allowed to do that time. 3 minutes of overtime played. Mektos leapfrogging the demo. Team EnVy looks so close to getting that one extra opportunity. They need to make sure that their third man places themselves so well. Otherwise, Lion Blaze can set up, and he can get ever so close.
Ghost is absolutely right. It's been difficult for Ghost to even touch the ball at times. EnVy are outpacing them by such a large margin. But at the same time, EnVy have struggled to maintain cohesion as a team. The passing plays have diminished as their speed has increased. So they need to find a balance here. Chances are still coming to them more than they are to Ghost, though. So it should still be okay for EnVy, even if they are pushing themselves to the absolute limit here.
Atomic trying to get the ball over to Turbo. Look at the amount of space they've got in the midfield. Everybody being held back now from Ghost Gaming. A lot of respect being given over to EnVy's offense. Now Ghost getting to see what the blue side of the field looks like. What can they do from this position? Atomic tries to control. Freshness with 0 boost does get a decent challenge. Turbo just kind of floated with the ball that time around. He's going to come in for the shot, and Atomic's bump on Freshness. Just accidentally saw him ricochet into the ball. Oh, there's the wall. That's just a bit wide. Now the Turbo shot. Freshness somehow contorts the car to get it away.
That's a great save. And that was the passing play that we've been waiting for. EnVy really putting it together well on that occasion. In fact, it was not more than a full team passing play as the first man comes back in to finish it off. But Ghost hold on, and they are putting up a great defensive display here. Several impressive saves, and they are just stepping up the pace to try and match this challenge that EnVy have thrown at them. And although EnVy are still the faster team, Ghost are starting to warm up to this one, and they're keeping it level. Has missed on a glancing blow. It's now Freshness to Mektos. That was a great pass, but Mektos has sent the shot into the corner wall.
Hurts each time for Ghost because they're seeing about 4 attempts on their net for each one that they get. Have to make it count. Mist not going to be able to follow up. It's going to drop down. Lion Blaze under pressure. As Turbo takes the ball off him. Freshness Not able to quite follow as Atomic passes it back over to Mist. Great team play so far. First touch on the wall wasn't great from Mist, but he's still making something of it. Turbo slows down the play, pulls in Atomic. Another pretty poor first touch. 6 minutes of overtime. And EnVy will feel like they could have won this on a couple of occasions. Still haven't been able to do so.
They do have Ghost backed into a corner here, though. But it's Turbo retreating that's allowed Ghost to advance. And I think that, you know, there's been low boost for both teams there at the same time. EnVy would love to just keep Ghost in net. Eventually, you're going to connect a demo or a pass at a perfect moment when a shot is coming in. It's not been for a while. Oh, there it is. Oh, Turbo into the crossbar. Again. Saves are clutching it up for Ghost Gaming. You feel like EnVy could have scored at any moment, though. There's such a threatening position again, but again, Freshness with an unbelievable save.
All right, I've turned it back around. I like Freshness again. He's playing great defensively. Mektos has missed it. That's opened up a bit of space for Atomic. He goes up high, hits one player. Whoa. There was almost a set that missed. He was so close to just popping it back over to his teammate. That's now 7 minutes. Pass over to Atomic. It was almost done in 7 minutes. Mist is still around. Atomic is still on the backboard. Will Turbo want to go? He chooses not to. How much further can this offensive line get for Team EnVy?
The boost management for Ghost is just brilliant at the moment. I'm not sure how on earth they're holding on for this long with the influx of shots coming from EnVy. And, you know, demos, boost steals coming in all over the place. Ghost Gaming have defended brilliantly. And they now just break free at any moment and make something happen on a counter-attack. Do they have the confidence in the passing out of defense to make those forward runs? Or are they just going to sit back and wait for EnVy to make a mistake?
They haven't done it in 8 minutes, so it was another 8. So wait to see whether or not they'll give you one.
Another 8 would be a world record, so I wouldn't mind it. Bring it on.
Turbo back to the corner. There's the mistake! Oh! And you don't make mistakes when Turbo's there.
Oh, it was just a really awkward bounce for Freshness. He expected that one to go more towards him. It's gone extremely far to his left. And just like that, EnVy take it. They really had to work for this one. The defense from Freshness and well, really the entire Ghost Gaming lineup. Mektos has got 9 saves. You know, some of the Freshness saves were truly unreal reads. So they're making this difficult for EnVy. But they don't seem like all that much of a threat at the other end of the field. They're very limited in what they can do, and the fact that the counterattacks are non-existent, that's for me a real problem. If you combine this defensive capability that Ghost have so clearly got figured out with the occasional quick counter, they would be really scary to go up against. But EnVy don't look like they're afraid at all. They're all advancing. The whole team's in the final third because they're never afraid that a counterattack is going to come out from Ghost Gaming.
Let's have a look at the stat line real quick. Lionblade's 1 save. I don't know how he's managed that, to be completely honest. 5 saves for Freshness, 8 saves for the crossbar, and Mektos over on 9. Yeah, a full team performance there from Ghost. Now, what has kind of surprised me is that I actually kind of thought we might get a timeout from whichever team lost this, just to reset, because those long games, you know, they need a little bit of resetting usually because that's not how you tend to play the next one. Heck, it tends to be Rocket League Esports rule that we see a game that long, we get a goal in the opening 15 seconds in this one.
Yeah, or a kickoff goal. Let's see. No, not this time. Or,
I gave myself some hope here with 15 seconds. I've still got 10.
It's true, though. I mean, it's always memorable when you see a long overtime followed by a quick one.
Okay, well, there it goes. There's my hope. I was really banking on that one.
You might still get an early goal. That's a great save by Freshness once again. Atomic was probably hitting the target from that angle. Where is the counter punch? Where is the the release from Ghost after they get completely compressed into the goal area? Just all it takes is a quick pass like that one. I mean, that's a good example. There's your tutorial.
Do I at least get a half point for this?
Yeah, there's no reason why Ghost can't be doing this as well. It's just EnVy are so quick with it. That is brilliant from Atomic and Mist. And it all starts to the back with Turbo, who's got his likely suspect Atomic closer to the ceiling than the ground as usual. EnVy have got so many attacking options, and Ghost have got few, very, very few of them, and they are also far between.
Here's Lionblaze one-on-one. This might be their best shout as Lionblaze with the set. Mektos arrives a little bit too late. Lionblaze will just turn. He's got plenty of boost to just waste some time. Get his team back. Precious has already provided all too much, actually, just by loitering around. His Atomic is available, and it was just hit straight into his car, and the ball stopped dead.
Yeah, he didn't have any momentum to work with. He was just hoping he could deflect it on target, which he did, but it was just too slow. So Lionblaze, famous for saving fast shots in his goal line, obviously he's able to keep out a slow roller. I still want to see something different from Ghost. We know they can defend well. We know that they can withstand a storm, and that's really how I would describe the offense that EnVy have brought to them today. But where are the threats to keep EnVy guessing? Where's the threats to show EnVy that you need to respect them? You can't just all advance into the final third of the field. You can't all be here, and all it takes is one pass out of defense, and then Ghost are gonna have EnVy's respect.
Lionblaze is going to say hello to the crowd, and there's Mist with a rifle into the top corner. I'm trying to see whether or not you can see Lionblaze. No, you can't. He's still up near the moon somewhere off the bump. And Mist, free as you like. What a shot.
That's unbelievable. I mean, we might see a few of those top corner grind shots later on in Battle of the Bulls, but it's great when you can also see them in 3v3 where space is harder to come by. Okay, Freshness with the wave dash.
Down this
he didn't even need him. Lionblaze has got the goal all by himself, but obviously Freshness being there, this gives Turbo something else to think about. So it's although he didn't make contact, still crucial that he made that run forward, kept Turbo away from the ball.
I'm trying to figure out what happened to Atomic. He was coming in on the challenge. He managed to matrix around the ball, hook back in, hit the car, bounced himself, and then the car he tried to hit just stayed completely still, went on the dribble, was absolutely fine. That was interesting and certainly not one I've seen before. But crucially for Ghost Gaming, they're back in it, and they are now only one goal behind. I say that, we just spent 8 minutes trying to find one goal. Nice missed shot, won't trouble Lionblaze. Mektos just powers the ball, and he had Lionblaze in front of him. You get the feeling that there was some better way to play that one.
They got to pick their battles here. You can't just fly up at a loose aerial ball in the midfield and think that there's not going to be an EnVy player going as fast as is possible at it. If you're not moving the absolute fastest that you can towards an aerial, you might as well not even bother against EnVy because you're going to get beaten to it. This is a good look at EnVy's goal from close up. But EnVy are not too bothered by it. Solid saves from them, and Ghost have all left them. And we're more back into comfortable territory again, back where we expect to be, in front of the Ghost goal line.
I think EnVy just wanted to pop into their own side of the field after the amount of times they've hit the crossbar. Just check that both goals are regulation. Both the same
check that it's still there. Wait, do we have a goal? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, right, let's go back to theirs.
Mektos trying to fight his way out of this corner. He'll still be around for Lionblaze if he wants to pass it off to him, but him and Freshness were both down the same line. Neither of them collected the ball. Now Atomic with the counterattack couldn't quite grab it off the backboard. Will Turbo go in? Of course he will, and there's the crossbar yet again.
Yeah, lucky save there for Ghost. None of them were going to save that had Turbo put it just a little bit lower. Again, the crossbar's got them covered. Freshness has some dribble past one, but runs out of boost at the worst moment. It's difficult to really make any kind of play there with absolutely none available on a straight line dribble. Still though, loved the mind game on the first play. It's the only way that he could have gotten the ball past that first challenge and still have control, so you've got to give him credit for that.
Lionblaze's first touch has put his team in a bit of trouble here. Mist wins the challenge, lands on the boost, stays with it. Triple combo of everything going completely right for EnVy. Just got to hold on to this one goal lead for another few seconds. Lionblaze wants the mistake. Atomic into the midfield as Mektos will control. 17 boost to create some magic. And unfortunately, it was right back into the path of Atomic. It's now off the backboard one more time. And that is exactly where Mist is more than capable of playing it. Atomic will be tasked with seeing this one down to the ground. And his version of that involves scoring.
Yeah, they just keep on doing these today where you don't need to score Atomic. You can just hit the ground. It's fine.
It's easier for him.
You don't have to score. Okay, fine. Just go ahead. On you go. Why not? Why not just put in another one?
You know what? We like overachievers. And that is the timeout for Ghost coming on in.
No surprise there.
No, absolutely not. It's just, I mean, what do? You need not 2 minutes, you need 2 hours to try and figure this one out. EnVy have just been so quick, so precise. Yeah. Well, precise maybe not, you know, depending on the amount of times that we have seen PvE coming in to help them out. But for Ghost Gaming, I mean, what do you do really? How do you even get started on getting the ball not only out your side of the field, but putting it into position that you might actually be able to create a chance from?
You know, they have shown capability in defense, and you know, that is a great foundation to build a winning strategy off. But you need offensive threats as well. And I think the two threats that Ghost Gaming have, number one is their ground game. You know, Lionblaze put a flick past the EnVy lineup in this last game that we just saw. Freshness also had a dribble out play of his own. And I know Mektos is another brilliant dribbler of the ball. So if they can just keep this grounded, play more like Space Station Gaming in that sense, I think they've got options there. They're going to at least have something that EnVy aren't as comfortable dealing with. If they just keep on knocking the ball up high, EnVy are going to keep beating them to the ball. EnVy are faster in the air. They're just more confident in their fast aerials. They just know where to be to give themselves the advantage in those races. And yeah, I just don't see Ghost ever having a chance in that regard. But yeah, for me, it's about the ground game and about counterattacks. The small passes in defense can be extremely effective. Quick changes of direction of the ball can get the entire EnVy lineup, who are trying to stay one step ahead of Ghost, that can get them all facing the wrong way, just in the blink of an eye. But will we see that? Perhaps, and it might still not matter because EnVy are just that good. So even if Ghost play this one out perfectly, they might still lose. It's just one of those matchups. You're playing against a team who are one of the best in the world, and you need to produce something quite special if you're going to come out on top.
And it is usually very special to see a best-of-7 reverse sweep. Not one last weekend. Ghost Gaming would like to provide us yet another. We've got a long road in order to go and do it. And you mentioned, you know, just the different types of offense that we've been seeing from EnVy. I think that first goal that we saw in the last game really showed it. Atomic just downfield, pretty much on the ceiling, as that's just going to go straight in.
Wow.
Missed with the confidence to hook around. He's got himself a chance.
You know, Lionblaze did not expect the ball to center here. It was definitely a poor 50-50 in the corner for Ghost. You know, they were just trying to play that one so carefully they didn't get anybody in the middle to contest Mist. And you know, you got to keep an eye on the ball, but you also have to keep an eye on where EnVy's players are coming from, and I think that would have helped them there. It's something that we saw Space Station do brilliantly earlier on. They were almost marking the opponents out of the plays. And in that one, they took their eye off Mist. They saw the ball coming, and it was too late.
Lionblaze looks to try and get his team back into it.
Oh.
Missed. He went for some acrobatics, and he made it work.
We don't get to see a lot of EnVy's defense in this matchup, but they've definitely got that figured out as well. I'm sure, you know, as a lot of people are already looking forward to a semi-final between EnVy and SSG later on. I'm sure we'll see EnVy be tested in a lot more ways. But it's not over just yet. Ghost have got the comeback figured out. There it is. Mektos able to just pounce on a good 50-50. Freshness with a great little touch at the end there to chip it up for it.
And Mist was already on his way. Maybe just getting a little bit overconfident from the amount of times that they've so effortlessly managed to transition it out of their own side of the field. He's already on his way over to the other side of the field as he's now called into action. Missed off the kickoff, can't grab the resetting foot, instead forced to just tap it above Lionblaze. Do need a little bit more than this from Ghost Gaming. We've had multiple games now, we've seen them get at least one. Just need to get that little bit extra. Atomic blasts it over to Mist. Mist blasts it towards the net. And that was a very impressive save to try and keep it out. They're going to have to be even more impressive to keep this offense away from them. As Mist challenges it. Might even receive the ball back and even trying to push Mektos back into the rotation. Good guy Mist.
Mektos couldn't really generate any momentum of his own, so at least that's something he could have worked with there. But again, it's just that ominous feeling that EnVy will score at some point.
You've done this
and
to yourself,
Freshness
Johnny.
do likewise.
Oh.
Mist has saved that one with a great crossbar read over his own head. Defense for EnVy, shining in game 4. Yeah, it doesn't matter how good you are at goal line defense. I mean, I saw the great save from Ghost just a few seconds ago. It's impressive, but I still don't think you're going to be able to hold EnVy out forever. You have to get goals. You need to score at some point. I mean, we saw even 8 minutes OT. Eventually, EnVy find a way through. They are just so consistent.
This has at the very least been the most end-to-end game that we've had so far.
Yeah.
I think part of that as well has been, oh, wait a second, Freshness didn't even need to hit it. And well played on the defensive side. You've got to respect either the hit from Freshness or the fact that it might just drop on in. Somehow able to position in the right spot. I feel like from EnVy offensively, this has maybe been their least creative game yet. They sort of look like they're coasting. They've got 4 match points to their name. Turbo crunches through the first challenge. Lion Blaze slides past the second. 20 seconds left in regulation. Will we need yet another overtime? Freshness would prefer not to see any more overtimes. Still trying to find some setup, but how much are they willing to push forwards as Turbo almost wanted to fake out Lion Blaze. He still managed to get the ball past him.
Yeah, even before that, he was faster in the air. It's not just Atomic and Mist. Turbo as well, just getting clean wins. Now here's Freshness in the back post. Mist's defense still doing work for EnVy. Lion Blaze transitions to the ceiling. Can't catch up to the ball though, which was getting too far away from him. EnVy's aerials continue to look so scary as Atomic and Turbo both fly for the same ball. They have had a few issues with that this series. You know, those double commits, they're happening in positions where you really don't expect to see them. You know, when you're double committing for a save and you've got no time to react to it, fair enough. I mean, that play though, that was a ball closer to the ceiling than the floor, and Atomic and Turbo are both flying at it the entire duration.
Yeah, definitely had at least a solid 20 seconds to call who was supposed to have it. Turbo over to the wall. Back over to Mist, and well saved yet again. Ghost Gaming showing at the very least they might not be able to prevent shots from happening, but they can save them.
And they're getting great clearing touches with these saves as well. So the follow-up shots from EnVy are at least you know, delayed slightly. And we might be heading into another overtime. Unless Turbo's has something to say about it. Unless Mist has something to say about it. Well, not yet. And in fact, not at all. It's going to be Freshness with the last chance. That was almost an opportunity for him. Into overtime we go. Ghost need a goal if their tournament is to continue.
Atomic can't quite get to it before Lion Blaze. Mist is already going to keep this. Well, he went high for the block, and somehow the ball went even higher than him. As Mektos first, the first challenge, still some boost. This is a good spot right now for Ghost. Would love to have seen yet another double commit. It didn't happen. The pass to Mektos, and it needed to be so much more accurate than it was. But Mektos is going to recover the play. He's made it difficult. Mist pops the ball up, and the third man dived on in. Mist is going to walk it in. Alpine saw one hint of offense, and they got too greedy.
Oh, that's just fantastic from Mist. Controls the ball in defense, and then just lifts it straight down the middle, over the top of all challenging players. EnVy sweep Ghost. That's their 7th game win in a row against Ghost this weekend. They reverse swept them in the group stage. Now they've swept them in the bracket. And poor Ghost. They couldn't get it done. They couldn't get the win here. And they're going to need to, well, first of all, hope that Oxygen don't win this event. And secondly, have to play against V1 for that last spot in the major. Their season is on the edge right now.
Yeah, I mean, that is a horrid spot to be in because now they're going to have to sit there and watch because when we come back, Oxygen are going to be taken to the field as they take on NRG in our first semi-final.